Given. So one of the most important question is what is this added profile annotation, or what is profile in the Spring Boot? So that profile annotation mainly allows to Spring to activate beans or configuration based on a specific environment like dev, UAT, or prod. So for example, if I'm using H2 database for the development environment with the dev profile with dev and edit profile dev and Oracle Pro database for production with edit profile pro. So we can activate this profile by using application.property file or YAML file, command line argument, environment variable. We can choose to activate the profiles based on a specific environment, and edit profile helps to maintain the same code database with a different configuration for the dev, UAT, and production. So mainly use cases we can use for development. We can use local database or dev database or debug logging on. We can mock external services, but in production we are using real database, real external services, right? So some code examples are there, like we are using this edit profile dev on the component. So profile on the component we are so edit profile prod we can, so it will pick the correct bean based on the active profile, and profile we can apply on the configuration as well. So in the configuration edit profile at that configuration class, we can apply this edit profile annotation for dev or for a specific dev, UAT, or prod. And mainly, generally, we have used this application.property file to define a specific environment configurations, or YAML file we can use. In this, we can define their specific dev, DB URL, MQ configuration, Kafka configuration, and other configurations, right? And for prod properties file or prod YAML file, we can define prod configuration of DB, MQ, or Kafka configurations. So if you see, we can activate the profiles by using application.property file or application.yaml file, and we can define in such way like spring.profile.active is equal to dev or UAT or prod based on different specific environment, and by using command line argument, by using environment variable, or by using VMR options, we can activate the profiles. If no profile activated, then we can the default property file will be active. Thank you everyone.